Hey Reefers, happy 4th of July and happy birthday America. So most of the stores are closed today except for one. King of Coral in Frederick, Maryland stayed open at least for 2 hours between 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock this morning, and they're offering a 20% off. So being a cheap Asian that cannot resist deal, I went in and I checked out what I got. And it just so happened that my sandbed is starting to have a little algae buildup, and the Nasseris snails I have is not really doing a good enough job. So I was out there looking for a diamond goby or some sort of cleanup crew that can turn the sand. It just so happened that they have a sea cucumber. This is a tiger tail sea cucumber in a leaky bag. See how big this guy is. It goes all the way up here. You see that? And let me put this back down before the water all drains, because I still need to acclimate this. You may be wondering, why is there a huge piece of live rock in the bag? So the sea cucumber is wedged in there really well, and they looked at it, they're like, okay, why don't you just take the entire piece, take the live rock as well. This way they don't have to try to work the sea cucumber out and then unnecessarily stressing it, or you know, and I'll just get a healthier specimen this way. So I'm really thankful to them. They let me take home the entire piece of live rock, and in the live rock's crevices there are additional snails as well. They just be like, okay, just take it, you know. Just make sure it's not leaking. I think it holds up there, so it should be okay. Alright, so I got the tiger tail sea cucumber. Hopefully it'll turn the sand a little bit. If this works out well, I do not need a diamond goby, which is my preference, because I feel like my fish load is already up there. So any way I can not add more fish in there will be great. So while there, they have other things that seems interesting. Let me see what I got here. Okay, so I also picked up a frag of Zoa. You cannot really see it right now, but it's similar to the red Zoa I have at the edge of my tank. I really like those guys, and I saw that they got a couple frags going on. And these are $30. They have a 20% off sale, so it works out to about $24, $25 after tax and stuff. Oh, the sea cucumber is $19, the tiger tail. And along with the Zoa, well, which I'm gonna take off the frag plug and then glue it directly to a live rock. I also picked up a nice little surprise. Cannot really tell what this is right now because it's upside down, number one. Okay, here. And because it's not open. So this is actually a red Goniopora. I have stayed far away from Goniopora because it has a poor reputation of being kept alive. But recently I started reading more success stories, so I thought, okay, maybe it's time to give it a try. And it just so happened that King of Coral has this last frag of a red Goniopora that they made a couple weeks back. So they have pretty big mother colony at the store that they fragged up, and all the frags were really healthy and they're all growing, and they were all sold except for this one guy, and it was being sold for $40 with the 20% off. Yeah, you do the math. So with the 20% off, I figured, okay, maybe it's worth a shot. Let's give it a try, because I feel like in my tank, to be honest, the Zoa does crappy. Like, they just slowly disappear. I don't know what's going on. Well, a certain type of Zoa, not all of them. The red one seems to do well, that's why I got more. The eagle eyes, dragon eyes, radioactive dragon eyes, they just slowly disappear. Same thing with the total chaos Zoas. They just, I don't know why. But the other one seems to be doing okay. So I figured I'd give the red one a try. The LPS in my tank does really well, except for the gold torch that melted away due to the brown jelly, of course. But the frog spawn, the remaining torch coral, the space invader patina, I don't know how to pronounce it yet. But all those other LPS seems to do okay, and they're growing. So I figure, okay, LPS most likely safe. So I figure I'll give Goniopora a try, even though I'm not even sure if it's LPS, but it seems they look similar. So we'll give it a go and see how that works. So that is my July 4th haul. I have tiger tail sea cucumber for $19. I got a frag of red Zoas, I'm not sure what type it is, for about, well, it was $30 before the discount. And I got a small frag of the red Goniopora for $40 with everything with like 20% discounts. And of course, thanks to their generosity, I got a large piece of live rock as well as a bunch of miscellaneous snails. So I'm gonna start acclimating them, and I guess I'll do a tank update video in a day or two, because there has been some changes in my tank, which I'll share with you guys later. And I have actually I'll save that for later. I'll save the news for later. Okay, all right, guys. Have a great 4th of July and enjoy the barbecue if the weather's nice and where you're living at, and have fun all. Happy birthday, America.